Shalom. I want to begin first and foremost giving all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Call halal la Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bashim Kakutash Barakti Yahweh Barakti Yahushai the water Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kakutash. Double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Yasharala, Greatmillstone. Shalom to the 144,000. Shalom to the elect. My name is Allah, and today I just want to talk about the way that Israelites should treat each other. All right, Leviticus 23, verse 22. And when you reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners of thy field. When thou reapest, neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor and to the stranger. I am Yahweh your power. This law was made with the poor in mind. Okay, because when you think about it, you know, the Lord said, all right, leave the harvests that are at the edge of your property alone, because, you know, that way people won't have to trespass into your property. They can just, collect whatever they can, over the fence, over your property line, without having to go into your property. And this is basically, this is like a food bank welfare system in Israel to help Israelites, that are down and out, to help widows, poor people, Israelites that can't work, that are unable to work. But you don't see this, man. Hey, you try to pick some fruit or whatever over somebody's property line in America, you probably get shot. All right. So, that brotherly, this is like a brotherly law, a brotherly love law. But nobody's observing this, man. That's why you have shit like this going on in Cuba. All right, Cubans face endless misery and amid dire food and power shortages. So these people doing a big ass line. They probably waiting for hours in that line, just to buy some food. Our angry cries of freedom, libertad, and father and life, patria y vida, a play on Fidel Castro's revolutionary slogan, fatherland or death, could be heard across Cuba throughout March as hundreds took to the streets of several cities to voice their rage at the country's severe lack of food and electricity. All right, because they don't know how to manage shit. All right, and this is Manassas. All right, these are the so-called Manassas sites. And their leaders are most likely Manassasites, but they don't know how to govern, man. They don't know how to govern. They don't know how to run their country in a way. I mean, because the scriptures gives you a blueprint on how to run a country, run a welfare system in a country. It gives you the blueprint right there, man. You don't have to collect no taxes or nothing, which they're gonna steal anyways, because it's nothing but corruption. Right? It says right there, some dude that was accused of corruption, and nobody knows how what kind of corruption it is, because there's no independent media in Cuba. All right, they said there's been a 500% rise in gasoline prices. All right, hey, and Putin talked about that a while back. He said if this war in Ukraine doesn't end, I'd expect gas prices to go up worldwide about 380%. I mean, here they're talking about 500%. It says the soaring petrol prices coincided with the universal increase in water and electricity prices, as well as an additional 25% uptick in electricity costs for the highest consumers. And look at what it says right here. It says several gas stations and grocery shops no longer accept Cuban pesos, only dollars, while salaries are not recovering their purchasing power. It says in February, the average monthly salary was 4,560 Cuban pesos, about $15, while the cost of a basic food basket is 20,000 Cuban pesos per month. It's like, what, like $80? Basic food basket. Basically, that's like a monthly grocery cost for a family. A family of four, I believe it's what the calculation is based on. A mother, a father, a mother, a son, and daughter. Meanwhile, power outages last up to 14 hours per day, and I've lived like that before here in DR, man. I've lived in places here, man, where you get power out, you only get like half of the day. You power for half of the day, man. Businesses gotta have generators. If not, they'll go out of business, and they gotta pay for gasoline to keep those generators running. Food going up, everything is just, they don't know how to run the country, man, because they're not running it according to the laws, according to brotherly love. So Manasseh's got to go through some bullshit. Right, so it's like right after Levi, Manasseh's is like getting the worst of it. Right, Zechariah. And then after Manasseh's is Asher up in Venezuela. Zechariah 7 verse 10. And oppress not the widow, nor the fatherless, the stranger, nor the poor, and let none of you imagine evil against his brother in your heart. These governments, all right, these Israelites, and there's probably some Edomites in that government too, because Esau got his fucking hand everywhere in the world. Okay. But these people, man, and even Esau, technically they are brothers, so they should be treating us right. All right, but they've imagined evil against us in their hearts, and even amongst their own people, and even amongst Israel, they don't give a shit. Like, when you got those government officials, man, be like, look at all this money, man. I'd rather just embezzle this instead of helping these the poor of my people. And that's a mentality that they got. That's a mentality in third world corruption, man. Third world government corruption. Matthew 25, starting at verse 31. All right, this is how they should be treating their people. Now when the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth the sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. And shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hungered, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? And when saw we thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, one of the least of these my brethren, ye shall have done it unto me. Ye have done it unto me. So these people are not, these majority Israelite countries, like Puerto Rico, DR, Jamaica, South Central America, where the majority of Jake are. These countries are run supposedly by our own brethren, but they're not doing any of these things, man. That's why they're not doing any of these things also because the curses, all right? Deuteronomy 28, they got an evil eye towards their brothers, so they're never gonna govern with their brothers in mind, all right? They only govern with their own pockets in mind. Because if a righteous man, like it says, when the wicked ruleth, the world groaneth. Roughly paraphrasing, when the righteous are in authority, the world rejoiceth. So the wicked is ruling right now. That's why everybody's all miserable, because they're only looking out for themselves. And really, you can't really blame them too much, because if they try to do anything, then they'll probably end up like Gaddafi or JFK. So I'm gonna leave it there. I hope the video was edifying. Shalom.